Picasso, Creator and Destroyer by Arianna Huffington. The book's dedication reads, For my husband, Michael. Preface. Surprise was a key characteristic of Picasso's art, and it was the most persistent emotion evoked in me during the years this book has been in the making. I was brought up, like so many of my generation, to see Picasso as the most extraordinary, the most compelling, the most original, the most protean, the most influential, the most seductive, and certainly the most idolized artist of the 20th century. After a day at the massive Picasso retrospective at the Grand Palais in 1980, I walked the streets of Paris as if a physical act were needed to absorb the boundless energy that had engulfed me from the nearly 1,000 Picassos that made up the exhibition, the paintings and the drawings, the sculptures, the prints and the ceramics. The legend of Picasso, the sorcerer and magician, was confirmed, but buried in admiration, fascination and sheer physical exhaustion, there was an uneasy feeling. 2 years after the retrospective, I began work on this book. 5 years and countless surprises later, the Picasso of legend seemed like the fantasy hero of a collective act of make-believe, compared with the Picasso I came to know and have tried to recreate in the pages that follow. I felt like Henry James brought face to face with a jewel, brilliant and hard. It twinkled and trembled and melted together, and what seemed all surface one moment seemed all depth the next. The man who appeared to be a towering creative genius one moment turned into a sadistic manipulator the next. What seemed a life guided by burning passions for painting, for women, for ideas, seemed a moment later the story of a man unable to love, intent on seduction not in the search for love, not even in the desire to possess, but in a compulsion to destroy. "I guess," he said once, "I'll die without ever having loved." It was, in fact, this struggle between the instinct to create and the instinct to destroy that was at the heart of his life, and it is this struggle which is at the heart of this book. The evidence of Picasso, the creator, is vast and glorious, his prolific creativity almost mythical. He stamped his images and his vision not just on the world of art, but on the whole of the 20th century. The evidence of Picasso the destroyer is tragic. The suicides of his second wife, of his grandson, and of Marie-Thérèse Walter, his mistress of many years, the psychic disintegration of his first wife, the nervous breakdowns of Dora Maar, the brilliant artist who...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?